It's Bree. I'm having a great day. I filmed one video earlier today. I took a great ass nap. I got dinner in the oven, and I feel like blessing you guys with another story time. If you've been here before, thanks for stopping by. And if you're new here, go ahead and click that red button and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell for notifications, because I know after I spill the tea in this video, you guys are gonna wanna see Bree all the time, every time I upload, period. So I would like to preface this particular story time by telling you guys that this is not going to be one individual isolated event. This is like a series of unfortunate events that pretty much brought me to the conclusion that other YouTubers are weird as fuck, and I do not want to be bothered. I decided to do this video because honestly, I feel like enough time has gone by. I really don't care anymore. And I'm way more confident in who I am as a content creator. So if bitches want to copy me, if they want to rip me off, if they secretly think that I'm the blueprint, I'm totally fine with that, because they already let me know through their actions that that's how they feel.
Y'all really are obsessed with me.
When I was actually going through this shit, I was not secure in who I was as a content creator, and I definitely was not secure financially. So I kind of felt like I was silenced, okay? But I'm here today to tell my story.
And bitches, don't hate. Get with the motherfucking program. Get like me. Don't be mad at me because I do what I do.
This story time pretty much takes place during my stripper vlog era. My stripper vlogs actually got me on the Tammy Max show. I did a whole interview on Fox Soul. I didn't even take being a stripper serious. Y'all need to know that about me. I only care about money. And I feel like that's actually gonna be important later in the story. Like when I really get down to the meat and bones of the situation, I feel like that's actually going to matter. At the end of the day, I did not take being a stripper seriously. That was not my career. That's not something that I identified myself as. When I talk to people about my life, I tell them that I was a stripper, but it's not period dot. Oh, Brianna Lay the stripper. That's just like a chapter of my life. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I feel like this tea that I'm about to spill with you guys right here is really piping hot. Like, I feel like it's extra juicy, because it's like, why are you bitches being weird? Why do y'all care so much? Nobody is ever trying to take your spot, bitch. But let me get into it. Let me really break it down for y'all. This definitely was before I moved to Vegas. I had pretty much come to terms with the fact that my family felt some type of way that I was thriving and surviving. So I needed to, you know, do what I had to do, because nobody was gonna help me.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
I knew at the end of the day, my family would rather watch me suffer than to throw a bitch a lifeline. And I was not about to sit up here and drown. So I went back to the strip club to make sure that my bills and my rent was paid. I did not go to the strip club because I wanted to be the next Cardi B, and I just thought that that was the most glamorous lifestyle. I was never trying to glamorize that shit. I was never trying to normalize that shit. I was just sharing my life. It just so happened that a lot of young women were interested in the content that I was creating at that time. Every day there's a girl that wakes up and thinks to themselves, damn, I need to be a stripper. I was just sharing that chapter of my life, period. So now that you guys know what was going on in my life at this particular time, let me tell you how shit got weird. After I did the Tammy Max show, I got reached out to by one of my subscribers. Now, that is what is so funny about this story, because this is just one isolated incident that shows you guys how bitches is weird, particularly other influencers and other content creators. They be weird as fuck. How do I want to word this in a way that makes sense? Before I got interviewed and I was on a Tammy Max show, I was a stripper before that. And I used to do stripper content before that. My stripper vlogs was really taking off. Like, it was really introducing me to a new audience. I don't know why that content was so popular at the time, but it definitely was. Like, the girls were interested, you know what I'm saying? And so this particular subscriber, I had communicated with this particular girl on Instagram before because she stayed in my comments, okay? And so when she DM'd me, it did not go to my message request. It went directly to my DMs, right? They reached out to me like, oh, I'm a stripper too. I live in LA. I want to pretty much add you to this group chat. Now, I really don't care about this situation. So if I get hate for this, or if a bitch feel like she needs to go up on me in the comments, girl, this happened so long ago. I am so past this shit. If you feel like I'm not telling the story exactly like it happened, go on your pathetic ass channel and do your fucking story time, bitch. Because I am talking about a subscriber that is also a YouTuber. Put a pin in that shit. Put a pin in that shit. She a subscriber, she's also a stripper, and she also a YouTuber, okay? Like I said, I had already messaged this girl. We had already communicated because she was showing me love, and I was returning the love because that's just the kind of bitch that I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna show me some love, I'm gonna return that energy. Like, I'm not no brand new ass bitch. I was familiar with this girl, not just from the DMs, but also from my YouTube comments. She was very, very active in my comments on YouTube. Like, the bitch was a fan. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm just this amazing ass person, even though I am. But I'm trying to make it clear to you guys that I knew who the fuck this bitch was, okay? So when she messaged me and told me, hey, I'm a dancer, I live in LA too, I don't know if you know that, and I want to add you to a group chat. Now, when I started scrolling up in the messages, I saw that she been reached out to me. She been wanted to collaborate. She been wanted to do a stripper vlog kind of video. And I'm thinking to myself, like, bitch, I don't even want to be a stripper. Like, I'm not trying to make a whole bunch of stripper vlogs because this is not what I'm trying to do in my life. So that was kind of like a red flag to me. Like, you were already reaching out to me, asking me to create this kind of content with you, and you were not getting a response, but now you want to add me to a whole ass group chat with a whole bunch of other stripper YouTubers. This was definitely one of those situations where somebody messages you on Instagram and you don't reply, but you actually start to do your research. You feel what I'm saying? So I didn't reply or nothing, but I was just scrolling up, looking at the other messages, trying to figure out, like, what the fuck is going on? Why do you want to collaborate with me so bad when, if you really watch my videos, you should know that this is not something that I really want to do. Like, I was just really confused why she thought that I would want to collaborate with her, especially on some stripper content when I'm way bigger than that. You get what I'm saying? I was very, very confused. Like, why would I want to collaborate with somebody that's inspired by me? That don't even make no sense. Not to sound big-headed or like narcissistic, but that's a red flag to me. I'm stepping off my throne to go, like, it just sounds like a recipe for a disaster. I'm sorry, I really don't care how y'all feel about that. Like I said, so she messaged me and pretty much asked me if I wanted to be a part of this group chat with some strippers because they're getting ready to go on this trip, and they wanted to know if I wanted to go with them to Houston. It was like this weird YouTube stripper meetup. I don't want nobody in the comments playing guessing games, but I need the story to make sense. So I'm just gonna tell y'all a little bit of information so the story can make sense, right? I didn't reply to the message about being added to a group chat because I was not interested in being added to no group chat because I was not in no place financially to be flying out with a bunch of bitches to go to Houston. I didn't reply, but the girl added me to the group chat anyway. I still got added to the group chat. I don't know if it's because she saw that I actually read the message. So she was like, okay, bitch, well, if you saw the message, then that means you must be cool with the situation. I don't know, because I'm not weird. Yes, I looked at the message, but I never said that I was down to pay for my ticket and link up with you bitches in Houston, Texas. When she added me to the group chat, I started going through the members because I'm a nosy bitch. It's about like 13, 14, almost 20 bitches in this group chat. And I go into full cyber stalker mode because I've said this once, I've said this twice, and I will say this shit again. I don't be watching other YouTubers. I'm not interested in other YouTubers, okay? I don't know what other YouTubers are talking about on their channel. My favorite YouTuber is Jenny69, and I don't even watch her all the time. I don't care what other bitches got going on in their life, like at all. So when I get added to this group chat, there were a lot of YouTubers that I actually recognized because when I would be tagging my videos and I would do stripper vlog or I would do stripper vlog money count, those were the other girls that would come up when I would type in those keywords. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there were some really big YouTubers in this group chat. I started to realize that like the stripper vlog community on YouTube is very small. I was not active in this group chat. I was just a fly on the wall. When I start to see that it's some pretty big YouTubers in this group chat, I get even more nervous because I'm like, what is this? Like some fake ass bad girls club kind of vibe? Like I said, the stripper vlog community is not that big. So to see these huge YouTubers, I'm talking about like 117,000 subscribers, like big ass YouTubers in this group chat with like some regular ass bitches, like it just didn't make no sense. It was definitely like Natalie Nunn coded. It was definitely like, I'm gonna get all these little bitches together, we're gonna plan a trip to Houston, and they're just gonna embarrass themselves, and I'm gonna get on my platform and I'm gonna do a story time about these bitches. No the fuck you're not. Not off me, not off the superstar Brianna Lay. And that's why I'm sitting here doing this story time right now, because I knew what the fuck was going on at the moment. But if I sat on camera and told you guys, I would have been painted out as some delusional ass hater. And I'm a lot of things, but I'm not that. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like this is the perfect time for me to come on camera and tell you guys that I was personally victimized. These bitches tried to set me up. Like I said, some of these YouTubers I was familiar with, I felt like they were my co-workers. I felt like they were my colleagues. There was this one particular YouTuber that was really making me suspicious. I was really trying to figure out why she was even in this group chat. Okay, so I reached out to one of my subscribers because something about this whole situation just did not feel right. It just didn't feel right. And it's like, no, I was never gonna leave Los Angeles to go to Houston with a bunch of strangers from the internet. That was never gonna happen in the first place. But I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't tripping, right? I send this particular YouTuber who is way older, like she's a stripper, but she's older. That's why I was trying to figure out why she was in the group chat, because she's an older lady. She seemed like she's a vet in the stripper field. So what do you even have in common with us baby strippers? Why the fuck do you want to get a bunch of baby strippers together to go on a trip? That's why I said it was very much giving Natalie Nunn coded. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call a spade a spade. Y'all can cuss me out in the comments below. But that's what it was giving, right? So I was hella suspicious, and I was like, I'm gonna reach out to my subscriber because I want the tea. And I don't be watching these other YouTubers, and I know that my subscribers, they stay on YouTube. So I reached out to one of my subscribers, and I was like, I got put in a group chat with this bitch. What's the tea on her? And my subscriber pretty much was like, do not fuck with that. My subscriber literally started sending me videos on YouTube of a similar situation where this particular stripper YouTuber got a whole bunch of girls together outside of their city, tried to make it seem like they were all gonna get money together, and it just ended up being like a bad girls club, Zeus network situation. My loving subscriber told me to stay the fuck out the way. And that's exactly what I did, right? Because I was like, oh, okay, so my intuition was already telling me not to fuck with this. My intuition was already telling me that this was gonna end up in a disaster. But my subscriber literally sent me the cold hard facts. Like, this bitch was literally trying to recreate a disaster that already happened in the past with a whole bunch of new bitches, and it was not gonna be me. Girl, when I tell you, the red flags were red flagging. When my subscribers sent me those videos and I saw how them bitches was fighting for their life in whatever city they was in, and then I go to the big YouTuber, the veteran stripper YouTuber, I go on her profile and she trying to explain the situation, you know what I'm saying? She trying to make it seem like she was just trying to bring women together and it was women empowerment, and I could just see straight through the facade. Like, I could see straight through it. Then I thought to myself, you know what, let me go watch my subscribers' videos that actually added me to this group chat. Like, the girl that actually decided to add me to this group chat, I became curious about her content. Tell me why I click on her channel. This bitch was acting just like me. I'm not even gonna hold you. The girl was acting just like me. Like, the way that I talk, the way that I move my hands, it was weird. It was really, really weird. And I'm one of those people, when I was growing up, my family used to tell me like, oh, that bitch is just jealous of you. She's jealous, she's jealous. I never understood that. Like, I'm very down to earth, and I feel like people judge me on how I look. Like, people think that because I look a certain kind of way that I act a certain kind of way. And that's not the case at all. Like, I'm very, very down to earth because I did not grow up looking like this. You know what I'm saying? So it was weird as fuck to me to watch my subscriber steal my personality. Like, that was weird as fuck. Like, bitch, you're on the internet acting like my doppelganger, and then you think that I want to go on a trip with you? You think that I actually want to meet you in person? Are you okay, bitch? Like, I was scared. Then there was another girl in the group chat. Huge following. Didn't even make sense for her to be in this group chat. Like, why would you be talking to baby strippers if you already got your YouTube plaque? So if you got your YouTube plaque, you're making a decent amount of ad revenue. Why the fuck do you even want to? It didn't make sense. Nothing about it made sense. And that's how I knew it was from the devil, because it didn't make no fucking sense, right? I'm not even joking with you guys. I started looking through this bitch YouTube channel, and she quite literally copied one of my thumbnails. Like, when I tell you she copied my thumbnail down to the background. I don't even know how she found my background, but the bitch used the exact background that I used. I was so creeped the fuck out. Bitch, how you gonna steal my thumbnail? I honestly didn't even click on the video. I didn't even want to watch it. I was already traumatized from watching that other girl trying to act like me. I wasn't trying to watch another bitch act like me. I was really scared. Like, honestly, I'm not even gonna hold you. I was scared. I'm like, are all these bitches watching me or something? Like, are they threatened by me or something? That's why I feel like this is the perfect time for me to tell this story, because clearly they were. Clearly they were. Bitch, this is just one incident. I'm about to get into another incident that's also creepy as hell and also involves a huge YouTuber. This is why I don't collaborate with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, one of my homegirls told me, you cannot be friends with somebody that wants to be you. And that is fucking facts. I will take that to the grave. I will die on that hill. You cannot be friends with somebody that wants to be you. Why the fuck would I go on a trip with one bitch that's emulating me, another bitch that thinks that she's a madam, or she think that she Natalie Nunn or Carisha? I don't know what the fuck she thinks she is, but she thinks she's some kind of devilish mastermind. And then there's like some other girl that you've never seen in your life, but apparently she knows who you are because she's stealing your thumbnails. Now, I'm not making this video to make it seem like I'm just so amazing and I'm God's gift to YouTube. I'm making this video because I've actually been struggling a lot with imposter syndrome. And like, these situations are so funny to me now because it's like, imposter syndrome for what? These bitches see you. And not only do they see you, they think that you're a threat. They think that you're a threat to the point that they want to act like you and they want to copy your swag, bitch. So imposter syndrome where clearly you're doing something right because the girls see you, bitch, and they feel some type of way. So now let's get into this next situation. This shit creeped me out as well. And this right here was the reason that I was like, if I ever was to start stripping again, I wouldn't even vlog this shit because I don't want to be cool with these bitches. I don't want to be friends with these bitches. They weird as hell, okay? So during this same time in my life, there was a YouTuber that reached out to me. I was familiar with her because she was like alternative. Like she did stripper vlogs, but she wasn't like every other black girl. She definitely had an individual style that I admired. She kind of gave me like JT Rico Nasty vibes. And I was into that aesthetic. So I was familiar with her. So from going through her videos, I did realize that she liked to collaborate with other YouTubers that were also strippers. Because I peeped that, it made sense to me when she started following me on Instagram and she slid in my DMs. Everybody that I'm talking to you about, they found me. I'm just over here minding my business, trying not to be poor and trying to make it in Los Angeles. These bitches are finding me and reaching out to me. If they didn't do that, I wouldn't really know that they exist. Like I said, they're like my coworkers. How do you guys feel about your coworkers? They're just people that you work with. Okay, so I want to make that very clear to you guys that Brianna Lay has never been thirsty for a collab. My channel is called HeyItsBri. So when I started my channel, I knew from the beginning that I had enough star power that I would never need to collaborate with no bitch. I would never need to be in no relationship for my channel to pop because I got enough personality to do it on my own. Okay, but when this particular girl reached out to me, like I said, I liked her swag. She seemed like my kind of girl. So when she reached out to me, she got a response. This is where shit got weird. Because at this point, I feel like I've been talking for so long, I could just get straight to the point. I started talking to this girl. We start building a rapport. And I start to realize that she was copying me too. She was definitely copying me too. What do I mean by that? You see how I got plants in my background? Like quite literally, I love plants. If you go back to my old videos, probably like 2020, early 2021, I was living in Culver City and I had plants in my room. The corner that I used to film my videos, I had a plant that was like very similar to this one right here. I started to notice that when I started talking to this particular YouTuber, this bitch changed her entire film area. And where she would film her videos, all of a sudden she had plants in the background. Somebody may be watching this video and be like, oh my God, Brianna, you're so petty. It's not that deep. It is though. It is that deep. If a bitch start if somebody slides in your DMs acting like they want to be your friend and they trying to build a relationship with you, and then you go and watch their videos because you're trying to support them, and this bitch is copying you down to the background. Because look, she wasn't just copying the plants. That's how it started. This bitch started making motivational videos. You make stripper content, bitch. Why are you sitting in front of a bunch of plants talking about how you got anxiety and how you feel like your anxiety is stopping you from being the woman that God created you to be? Bitch, are you stealing my personality? Are you fucking stealing my personality? Because when I scroll through your videos, before you slid in my DMs, none of your content was about self-realization. None of your content was motivational. Why the fuck are you changing your entire identity as a YouTuber after you slide in my DMs? I had to cut that bitch off. Especially because I went to her city and I told her that we should link up when I was in her city. And I told her that we should hang out. And the bitch never messaged me back. She left me on scene. So you had no intentions of actually being my friend. You just wanted to steal the blueprint. That's what it's giving. I'm totally aware that some of you guys genuinely may not understand where I'm coming from. Some of you guys are like, bitch, you just wanted to ramble in front of this camera and talk about how amazing you are. Okay, maybe that's true. But at the end of the day, I have really struggled with coming to terms with the fact that I actually am that girl. And when I started to see how weird these bitches were acting, it didn't process in my mind as validation that I'm actually her. It scared the fuck out of me. It really scared me. Like, why are you not being yourself? So let's go back to the last situation that I told you guys about. That situation actually hurt my feelings because I actually thought that she was a cool bitch. I actually thought that the person that she was presenting online was an authentic expression of who she was. And the whole time, that bitch is just a fraud. Y'all be looking up to frauds. Y'all be looking up to fake ass bitches. And I don't know if it's because they're like consistent. You know, maybe they upload a lot because nobody fucks with them in real life because they're bad people. So they have to rely on the internet for some kind of companionship. I have friends in real life. Like, people fuck with me in real life. Okay? And none of my friends in real life are trying to be me. These bitches don't wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and ask themselves, how can I be Brianna? I just feel like it was important for me to make this particular video because I really want you guys to be aware of the fact that even if you feel like nobody is watching you, even if you feel like nobody is paying attention, girl, they are paying attention to you. They are watching you and they actually think that you're a threat. I'm making this video because I want you guys to know that sometimes people will intentionally ignore you. I want to inspire somebody to continue being their authentic self because you never know who is watching. Even if you feel like nobody is watching you, girl, do not downplay yourself. I felt like if I made this video when this was happening, like in the heat of the moment, when I was feeling the feels, when I was like, you know, bitch, I fought to be me. I'm struggling to be me. You bitches have more subscribers than me. You bitches have the plaque. You have the views. Why are you trying to be me? I just really didn't understand that. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it did hurt me. It did hurt me. And it just made me want to take a step back because it's like, why are these bitches getting attention for acting like me? When I'm actually sharing who I am authentically, I actually am being transparent with my audience, and these people are watching me and pretty much copying my swag. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I believe in God. I'm very much Christian. I know that at the end of the day, a bitch could copy you all day. They will never be you. They will never, ever, ever in their life get the same results as you. These girls that I have been talking about, they have put themselves in a box. They found success making, you know, the stripper vlogs, and that's all they do. My channel is a channel. I make a variety of different content. If I want to make a video about skincare, I'm going to make a video about skincare. If I want to do a story time, I'm going to do a story time. I don't let the algorithm put me in a box. I'm not a slave to the algorithm. I create content because it comes from a genuine place, and that's what I was put on this planet to do, to share my life and create content. And you know what? It kind of was discouraging to see these people that support me, or to see these people that have bigger platforms than me rip me off. I uploaded a chit chat and I was talking about how, you know, I'm struggling with anxiety and I have trust issues. And this bitch literally uploaded the same video talking about the same topic and she's getting 3 times the views. Like, that's just not fair. It's just not fair. And so it really kind of made me want to go into hiding. It made me want to take a step back. And I just feel like where I am right now in my journey on YouTube, I want to be transparent with you guys. The video that I filmed earlier today, I told you guys, like, sometimes I feel like if I'm consistent and if I'm constantly chasing my dream, I feel like people are going to think that I'm cringe. This video is kind of like a continuation of that. I really want to bring you guys into where I am mentally so you can kind of understand why I take breaks from my channel. It's 100% to protect my peace. This social media shit is way more than I asked for. I thought that I was just gonna sit in the comfort of my home and make videos. No, baby. I'm talking to the World Wide Web. Like I said, I put a delicious dinner in the oven and bitch, it is seducing me. It's making it so hard for me to sit up here and talk to you guys because I'm just thinking about how I'm about to get into some very delicious, juicy chicken, okay? At the end of this video, I really want to motivate you guys to keep going. If you feel like nobody's watching you, they definitely are watching you. They just don't want you to know that they're watching you. Because if you knew how powerful you are, baby, you would eat these girls up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Period. These bitches are stalking you, watching you, preying on your downfall. Like, really think about it. How could somebody prey on your downfall? How could somebody wish ill on you if they don't know what's going on in your life? They gotta tap in, they gotta tune in to even see what's going on to hate. When I was growing up, my auntie used to tell me all the time that imitation is the best form of flattery. I don't agree with that. Like I said, I fought to be Brianna Lay. This personality was built through years and years and years of character development. I did not wake up like this. Yes, I am naturally that bitch, but it is because of my trials and tribulations that I'm somebody that clearly these hoes want to be. Let me tell you something. If you want to be Brianna, you got to go through shit. If you want to be Brianna, you got to be a real bitch. You got to have something to offer besides your pretty face and your lifestyle. You got to have wisdom to back it up if you want to be a bitch like me. You can't get on the internet and put some hoop earrings and wear some gold chains and pretend like you're from Crenshaw. I'm really from LA, bitch. I'm really from Crenshaw. I'm really from the hood. I really been beat up. I really got it out the mud. This is not no fucking character. So stop watching me and thinking that if you watch enough videos, eventually you could be like me, bitch. Because no, you actually got to go through shit to be a bitch like me. Okay? That's all I want to say at the end of this video. Because if they got me fucked up, I know they got you fucked up too, bitch. And that's why I want you to keep going. That's why I want you to keep posting. That's why I want you to keep marketing yourself. That's why I want you to keep going to school. That's why I want you to stay in school. Because the girls think that they can actually compete with you when they were never cut from the same cloth. Let's talk about it in another video. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Support your girl. Get those fingers moving in the comments below and let me know if you guys know who I'm talking about. I'm just kidding. Do not be messy. Do not be messy, bitch, because I'm sensitive. I'm an empath and I can't handle none of that negative energy, okay? So keep it over there. Keep it on the playground. But if you do think you know who I'm talking about, let me know in them comments, bitch. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna like the comment. But with that being said, I love you guys so much and I hope that you were able to learn something from my journey, and I hope that I was able to inspire you through my struggle and through my trials and tribulations. Okay? With that being said, I will see you in the next video. Till next time.